Hello and welcome back to another video. So today we are talking about sort of the mixed feelings, things I'm expecting, the things that kind of disappointed me just a little bit with this little trailer that we have of Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island. I've heard talks about this for a while, that this was gonna happen. It's not what I thought was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be like some sort of sequel where Bo calls up the gang like, hey, we got a problem. Remember what happened so many years ago, right? I need your help type deal, because nobody else will believe him. Even though in the movie, I think he might have won a Japanese TV show if the movie had continued, right? But that's kind of what I was thinking, expecting, hoping. But then we get this trailer and it's just like, it's weird, right? Because it's not what I was expecting. In a way, it's what I was expecting, because with Scooby-Doo right now, they're at the point where they're not trying to end the series necessarily, but they are trying to find ends for the gang in some mysteries, like the 13th curse, the ghost one, which I'm happy they did that one, but Vincent Van Price is not live, so it's like that kind of is like, that's why I haven't watched it yet, because I loved him being in that TV series so much. But I digress. So when in the movie we see the gang, Shaggy going on about solved every single mystery, blah 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 blah, and as it's going along, they're at a diner, they can finally go on vacation, and you see a fairy that looks very similar to the fairy from the 1998 movie. So then the trailer continues, they relax, they get off the boat, and they kind of think everything looks kind of a little bit familiar. And the islanders are scared out of their wits. They tell them to leave, whatever, right? And as the trailer goes on, you realize, like, there's something amiss. You see a van with a slashed tire, which instantly, if you've seen the original movie, you know the cat creatures right off the bat, because the zombies are good, right? Right? So it's like, okay. And then you go along, and then you see this little man at some point. I don't think he's little, but to me he seemed little, wearing the cat creature necklace that Simone wore in the first movie. Which, what? I thought it either got destroyed in the first movie, or Bo took it as evidence. So how does he have one? Unless it didn't get destroyed, or this is an entirely different island with, the same sort of thing as Simone and Lena were. Maybe he's also a surviving villager. Maybe he had the same problems that they did and did the same thing. We don't know. But it adds a lot of questions to the movie, right? And to how it's going to go. The one thing that did disappoint me as the trailer went along, there's one scene in the trailer and you see the original zombies from the 1998 movie. And I don't know why, but that really didn't hit a nerve, but it was just like, oh, I thought they were freed in the first movie, right? Because Simone and Lena are dead, right? Whatever was left of them is gone. So, were their spirits never freed? Was this man able to bring back these spirits? Because they have a different contrast than the other zombies I felt. And like the other zombies' eyes didn't glow. So I'm wondering, are they still the good guys and the newer zombies are the bad guys, or have they turned evil in some way? But that was something that I noticed between the two zombies, in a way, as if they're keeping them separate. You know, like, you are from the first movie and you're the new ones, right? But that was something that kind of disappointed me, but at the same time, I almost felt excited, because it's like you keeping it true to the nature of how those ones were, especially like the glowing eyes. Another interesting thing that I will hope to see is cats. Because if you remember the first movie, Scooby hated those damn cats. He chased them friggin' everywhere. And that's why Simone and they never made a dog, because they were stupid and she hated that dog. And she figured Jock could take care of him. So it's like, I'm hoping for that. But from that small trailer, I was pretty pleased. I was pretty happy with just sort of how the movie seemed. I had very much mixed feelings until I was watching the trailer again, 5th time for this video, so I could get everything, so I could take in as much as I could. And I noticed the cat necklace. That added more excitement for me, because it's like, this probably is going to be an entirely new sequel, because he's most likely the titular character, the villain in a way. Or maybe he's not a villain. Maybe he's a helper in some way. But I have my... Yeah, he's probably like Simone and Lena. There's this. It's most likely right, and that kind of angers me, because I'm someone that believes in the paranormal, and I believe once a spirit is freed, you know. Don't try to conjure it back or anything. Let that spirit just go wherever it's going, you know, in wherever. If it's going to heaven, if it's going to hell, if it's going to, like, wherever, like, you know, it doesn't want to, right? It just wants to go back. You know, when I die, I've always said that I'm going to be put back in my little basket, in my little waterness that I came from, and just float back into, like, my next existence. So that part just, again, bothered me just a little bit. But it's going to be exciting if, in a way, they're called back to protect people, you know, and to take over. Because I believe they did kill. They didn't kill, but, like, they destroyed Lena and Simone in the first film. So, again, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting movie. I think a lot of people are judging the trailer and they haven't fully watched it yet to its full capacity and took in everything, because there's a frick ton in that little 1.5-minute trailer. Like, there's so much. Like, there's certain things, like, again, the cat necklace is one of them. The differences between the zombies, the slash on the tire, like, a lot of people weren't really, I find, talking about that. Like, that's titular. Because, like, you know, and we don't know if that happened during the day or that happened at night, but if it's happened during the day, that means whoever the cat creature is, probably that little guy, can come out during the day, which is scary as shit, because in the first movie, they could only come out during the moon cycle, and that was to get their energy, their power to continue, right? And that's why, like, I've changed it from died to destroyed, because Lena and Simone were nothing. They were existence. In a way, they weren't necessarily really even there, you know? They were just existing off of the souls of past people. And so, right? Which is another thing from the first movie, is the fact that they only had to do it twice a year, I think. So is that going to be the same in this first movie? Because Bo had been at that property for about a couple months, right? 2 to 3, maybe 4. So it's like, and nothing had gone on in that time frame. Is that going to be like the same in this movie, where it can only be done at certain time points throughout the year? And this is one of, like, those titular points? Or, like I said, can the cat creatures roam during the day and at night? Can the zombies do the same? Like, the trailer leaves so many questions. And I am excited for this movie. It's one of the few newer Scooby-Doo movies that I've looked forward to and that I think I'm going to enjoy. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you yourself are going to enjoy this movie, if you're going to buy it or rent it, whatever you do. If you're happy with it, if you're like me and you're just like sort of like not really happy, you know, like it's a letdown. If you're one of those diehards where you're like, no, don't even go there. Sound off in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a great day.